A very warm welcome as always to everyone joining us here on Matchday 35 in Germany's third division. An interesting encounter on the cards here as 1860 Munich welcome Freiburg II to the Stadion an der Grünwälder Straße here in Munich. Two teams, well, with very different trajectories of late. Freiburg still battling for the title, just 3 points behind Elversberg. Freiburg with 64 to their name, Elversberg with 67, and with just a few games left in this season. Freiburg still well within a shout of being crowned champions, but they're going to have to pick up as many points, maximum points as possible, if they want that to happen. That man there, Vincent Vermeij, with 15 goals already this season in the third division, would have a big say here this afternoon as well. As for 1860, well, it's been a bit of an up and down season for them. Very much a team still trying to find their identity again. And, incredible to think how quickly things can change in football.
Exklusiv auf Disney+.
Das ist eine Party!
The Mandalorian. Alle Folgen jetzt exklusiv auf Disney+ streamen.
Los geht's in der dritten Liga. Live bei Magenta Sport. Präsentiert von bwin. Das ist unser Spiel.
Yeah, last time these two teams met, last season here in Munich, it was the home side who won, and won emphatically as well, 6-0 on the day. Very different outlook this time round. So Freiburg, this season, the team with the best defensive record, and look very dangerous going forward as well, which is why they find themselves fighting for the title. 1860 currently in mid-table, and with not too much to fight for anymore this season. Win today and other results going their way as well would see them climb above Victoria Cologne in the table from 9th into 8th. A positive result will do more for their confidence and their team building. They will look to recruit well in the summer and try and get themselves back towards the top of the table, climbing up the leagues back to where they feel they belong. 1860, of course, one of the biggest clubs in Germany, have struggled to live up to expectations in recent years. The action underway here. Freiburg playing from left to right here in the first 45. They picked up a free kick inside the Munich half. Just a little too aggressive there. So early days and already a dead ball situation for the Munich defence to deal with. Freiburg, of course, this season have been taking it to their opponents in the opening stages of games. Very energetic in the way they begin. Not a bad little set piece there. Some little effort out wide. Kenneth Schmidt there, trying to side foot it back across the face of goal. Didn't quite make the contact he was looking for. And looks like he might have just twisted an ankle there, but seems to be all right to continue. More of a twinge than anything else. Schmidt with the free kick. Gives it back to Atubolu and goal. Back to Schmidt once more. Happy to see Joseph Boyamba and Raphael Holzhauser back in their starting lineup. Both players coming back from suspension, unable to take part last time out. 1860 coming into this game off the back of a 2-0 defeat away from home to Saarbrücken. It was a frustrating game for them on the day. Plenty of the ball, knocking it around nicely. Enjoyed the lion's share of possession as well, but simply not effective in the final third. And then at the back, really struggled to deal with Saarbrücken as well. Cost them dearly in the end. As for Freiburg, well, they haven't necessarily quite picked up the points in a recent outings either. Their last win coming against Zwickau at home, 4-0 victory there, but then that was followed by a goalless draw on the road to Oldenburg, and a 1-1 draw against Dynamo Dresden. A point against Dresden, not a bad one. Dynamo, of course, in 4th in the league, and a difficult team to play against, to say the least. 2 points from a possible 6 in the last 2 Dritte Liga matches. Not exactly what the doctor ordered. A chance to get back to winning ways here today. Boyamba brought down. Wagner, the guilty party there, just leaving that right leg in, and will be given a warning from the referee. Not quite a yellow card yet. One more of those, certainly be going into the book, right under the referee's nose there as well. Well, Munich's turn to try and come up with something from a dead ball situation now as well. It's a fair distance out and relatively central as well. We can expect a delivery into the box rather than a direct shot on goal from here. Holzhauser swings one in, looking for Velat. Freiburg unable to clear the ball convincingly. Decent ball threaded through the middle there for Velat. The central defender unable to get there on time. Almost 5 minutes gone. It's a decent start from 1860. Fans haven't had too much to shout about this season. There's sort of following that will get behind the team as long as they see maximum effort from their players. So far, they have started the game well. It's been a very evenly matched game so far. Troy, back inside to Rosenfelder. Now Schmitz. Slow things down again as Freiburg look to build from the back. Lovely distribution there from Kevin Schmidt. Switch of play out onto the right wing. Well, out wide to the overlap. Engelhardt there, trying to get it back across the face of goal. To take it on the half volley, a difficult one. Unable to keep it in play in the end. There is the man in charge now of Munich, Maurizio Jacobacci. Will be in charge next season as well. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around. Mid-table finish, not exactly doom and gloom for 1860, but they see themselves far higher up the table, if not higher up the divisions as well. Thomas Stamm there, in charge of Freiburg. He'll be very pleased with the way his team has performed this season. High press there from 1860, putting a lot of energy into the start of this game. kind of energy you need against the likes of Freiburg II. Cannot give them too much time on the ball. That is why, because then you can catch them out at the back. Ball out wide to Boyamba. Does well to keep the ball in play. Boyamba and Lackenmacher not quite on the same page there. Did well initially, cutting inside, was hoping a teammate would make a run into the space in front of him. Run that was not forthcoming in the end though. Cutting inside. There's Kehl. Decides to pull the trigger from distance there. Good block by Velan. (1860) will be hoping they can keep Freiburg to shots from distance this afternoon. To make sure the ball doesn't get to that man. Vincent Vermey. Guta trying to just feed one into his path. He made the wraparound run back inside the box. Freiburg pressing nice and high as well. Trying to give 1860 a taste of their own medicine. Very nearly pays off. Munich to come away with the throw. Actually a free kick in the end. Didn't look like there was too much contact there. Not a bad ball. Over the top. From Lackenmacher. Not exactly the quickest striker we'll find in the league, but slightly better weight on that pass, and he might have been in on goal. Plenty of positives for 1860 here in the opening stages. Certainly will help in terms of confidence, something that has been lacking this season. Phil Holzhauser picking up a yellow card. His first real challenge from the central midfielder. Lucas Bennett, the man in charge of proceedings here in Munich. Like a stamp right on the ankle there. It was a slightly reckless challenge there from Holzhauser. Definitely nothing malicious about it. Reckless nonetheless. So Holzhauser, the first player to go into the book. Probably won't be the last though. Rosenfelder with the ball forward. A lovely layoff there into the path of Vincent Vermey. He wasted no time in having a crack on goal there. Not the easiest of efforts either. Just bobbling up slightly, which perhaps helped him create the power that he did. Rather central in the end though. Marco Hiller with a good save as he parries it away from danger. Helped slightly by the lack of accuracy there from Vincent Vermey, but the big man up front already showing what he's capable of. Velat with the clearance. Helped on by Boyamba. Back over the top by Troy. And Lex will head the way. head the ball out of play and away from danger. Freiburg quick to get the ball rolling once more. Early cross into the box. Camera team not quite prepared for it there. In towards Vincent Vermey. Well, Freiburg just starting to settle into things now. He does well to keep the ball in play and with his side. His delivery into the box, put out of play by Verlat, who's been kept busy already. Here's Wagner. Schmitz with a little dink over the top, and Verlat very nearly heads the ball into his own net. Marco Hiller, though, wide awake, does really well. Verlat caught in a difficult spot there. Had to make contact with the ball. The Freiburg player just lurking in his shadow. I think he was trying to head it back to his keeper, but headed it back to him with real pace on it, and it was heading for the top corner. Verlat again with the clearance. Everything seems to be coming his direction. Bolo, well off his line, launches it forward, does well to find Julian Guttau. Still Guttau gets the shot off. There was, it looked like there was a slight deflection there, but it was simply a misfire from Guttau. A little off balance. Promising stuff here from Freiburg. Just starting to knock on the door a little. Even first 5 minutes or so, but Freiburg now just starting to find a little bit of rhythm. About 1860, how can they reply? They'll have to be passing the ball a little more accurately than that. If they want to create chances against the best defence in the league. When those chances come along, they're going to have to be clinical. Schmitz bulldozing his way through the middle. Now wide to Troy. 1860 doing well to get plenty of bodies behind the ball. Well aware of the attacking threat that Freiburg have. As a result, we've seen Freiburg trying to utilise the wings a little more here, looking to stretch the 1860 defence. Not too much mustard on that one. From Lars Kiel. Meeting between the two sides this season in Freiburg ended in a 2-0 victory for today's visitors. That's under pressure, but does well to find Lex. Manages to hold on to it. It's Holzhauser under pressure straight away. Lovely through ball to Boyamba. Boyamba in on goal here, takes a touch and takes one too many in the end. Allows the defender to come in and put the pressure on. Boyamba really should be testing Atubolo from there. Fantastic vision. And a lovely ball from Holzhauser. And just that extra touch. Is really what puts an end to the chance. First touch was great, forward into the path. And really needs to be taking the shot on a little earlier than he did. What an opportunity for 1860 to take the lead against the run of play as well. Schmitz. Jordi Makengo. And he has been a bright spark this season for Freiburg. Jordi Makengo. Really versatile defensive player as well. Can slot in anywhere, really across a back 4 or 5. Put in a good shift as a central defender. And then just as effective as a modern sort of a wing back as well. It's Holzhauser, a little dink over the top again to Buyamba, who's found a lot of space in that wide left area. This time goes for the early ball, looking for Finn Lackenmacher, but just slightly ahead of the 1860 striker. Deichmann, wide to Buyamba. Feeding it back to Deichmann. First time ball into the middle. Towards the near post, Lackenmacher. Trying to get into a promising position there, but followed all the way by the Freiburg defence. Holzhauser goes down wanting a free kick, and he will get it. Kiel, the guilty party. Just caught on the right knee there by the studs of Kiel. Dead ball situations, perhaps 1860's ticket. Not a bad ball in. Lackenmacher able to make contacts. Slightly in behind him, Buyamba. And with the shot from the edge of the penalty area. 1860 starting to build a little bit of momentum of their own. Wagner does well to get across and get the block in there. From the near side, Holzhauser. The delivery doesn't quite get enough lift on it though. It's easily dealt with by the visitors. Dialing up to Buyamba. Looks to switch play, but no one out there to latch onto the ball. Holzhauser does well to get there before it runs out of play, though. The long ball out wide from Holzhauser. Distribution has been very good so far from the big man. Was header on, led by Rosenfelder. A spell of possession this for the home side though. What can they do with it? 1-2. Delivery into the box, not quite the best. Danger not quite over yet though, and then a wild challenge from Finn Lackenmacher. A proper striker's tackle there. Brings an end to play. Hands Freiburg a free kick inside their own penalty area. Plenty of positives so far for Maurizio Jacobacci's side. We've gone from strength to strength. A little under 23.5 minutes gone. And it's the home side who've had the best chance of the game so far as well. Boyamba unable to find the target from close range. He was picked out beautifully by Holzhauser. Everything positive going forward seems to be coming through. Laughing in Holzhauser has returned to the side, paying dividends already. Wagner on the spin, out wide to Troy. Pressure there from Fabian Greilinger. I have to say, 1860. Really let Freiburg play their usual game. The question is, how long can they do it for? Floated out wide. Makengo as well to get the cross in, and it's come off the crossbar. Vincent Vermey, clearly the intended target. Marco Hiller had to be wide awake there. It just bounced off the woodwork and then stayed in play as well. An awkward one for the Munich keeper. This is one of those games where Freiburg, you feel, do need all 3 points, especially as they take on league leaders Elversberg at home in their next match, the 13th. There's another look at that Makengo cross. Kisses the crossbar and then very nearly falls nicely into the path of Vermey, who is in and around it, always lurking, always ready. That's why he's got 15 goals to his name in the league this season. Emiliano Rosenfelder. forward, brought down nicely by Lachenmacher. Now Boyamba. Player down. 1860 here. There's Lachenmacher. Seems to have taken a bit of a knock to the side of the head there. Coming together with Engelhardt, it would seem. Left shoulder there. Definitely not intentional. Just unfortunate. Lachenmacher looks like he's going to be all right to continue. He's a real bruise of a striker. Finn Lachenmacher. Would have been surprised to see him not keep going. No strikers that doesn't mind a physical contest. Likes to get stuck in himself. On the receiving end that time, though. Greilinger. 1860, looking to build from the back. The free kick has gone their way, and a yellow card's being produced here. Julian Gutau. Initially, like he'd done enough to play the ball rather than the player. The referee wasting no time in producing that yellow, which would suggest there was more in it. Sure, that's worth the booking. I mean, both players going in with studs raised. Decision going Munich's way. That launches it upfield, brought down nicely. Lachenmacher can follow it up with a good touch though. An hour gone, still 0-0 here in Munich. A scoreline which certainly favours the home side, I feel. Oh, picked off nicely, and now breakaway chances on for 1860. Ball into Lachenmacher. He gets off a good shot as well. Takes it first time, trying to curl it round and inside the post, looking for the bottom right corner. And Atubolu hasn't had much to do. He's there to make the save, and a good save at that. It's Lex who breaks away. Has the vision to pick out Lachenmacher. The striker was always going to go for goal himself. Had Boyamba to his left, but there's no way he's passing it out wide. Wins his side a corner. Decent delivery in. A scramble there. Atubolu happy to see the ball bounce calmly into his gloves. Everyone going for the header, which meant there was no one there to pick up the pieces. Would have been an easy tap-in. Schmidt venturing forward. Now Makengo. Head up straight away. Ball in towards Kiel. Greilinger with the header away. Picked up by Wagner. Yannick Engelhardt looking for options. Minimal movement from the front players off the ball. Ball from Schmidt, header back inside to Troy. Bit of space to work with here, and Verlat does ever so well to get across and make the block there. Had to react quickly and did. All of a sudden, the 1860 Munich defence wide open. No one picking up the late run in behind from Troy. Freiburg unable to capitalise on it. Perhaps they can now with this corner. clear, free header for Vermeer, and he's not happy, and understandably so. You'd have bet your house on that man heading that one home. Unmarked in the box, no one picking him up. He just can't guide it towards goal, it's well wide in the end. It's an opportunity for Vincent Vermeer there. Questions will be raised when it comes to the defending there from 1860. They've looked solid so far, but just been caught napping once or twice in the last couple minutes. Gotten away with it. They keep making the same mistakes. Freiburg will punish them. It would be a shame as well, because they've put together a stellar performance in this first half. But full stretch, unable to keep the ball in play there. Give credit to 1860 here. They haven't allowed Freiburg to dictate play whatsoever. It really has been an open game. Could even argue that Munich have had the better chances. Lex does really well to get the ball into the middle there, under pressure, out on the wing. This ball into the middle, looking for Finn Lackenmacher, who felt he was impeded in the box. 1860 Munich fans would agree. No surprises there. Not enough in that for the referee, as he keeps his whistle by his side, and the action continues. Vermeer, the layoff, right to Troy. One forward from Gutter, cuts it back. Now Freiburg with their next opportunity. Relatively simple save in the end to deny Bauer. It just didn't quite make the contact he was hoping for. Came off the shin rather than the inside of the right boot. Just took all the pace off it as well. Freiburg been looking dangerous down this right side. It's an area that 1860 are going to have to take seriously. Here's another look at that coming together in the box. And nothing in that really. Both players with a handful of each other's shirts. It's high foot, dangerous play, according to the referee. Courageous play there from Wagner. Goes in to try and meet it with his head. Well aware of the danger. And happy to take one for his team. As a result, they find themselves in a promising position here with this free kick. Kiel, Bauer, Gutter. All free kick specialists standing over the ball here. They have something up their sleeves here, fresh from the training ground. So they seem to be in deep conversation. A little flick and then off the post. And Bauer with the follow-up sends it into row Z, but the free kick itself was a really smart little move. Bauer just rolling it forward. And Kale curls it beautifully, very nearly sneaking it inside the post. Marco Hiller scrambling across. Not sure he would have gotten there. Oh, Freiburg looking to finish the half strong. Scramble here. Freiburg unable to get the ball clear. Nakamacha tries to play it back across the middle. Bayamba just a little too far away at the back post. Not enough on that ball. Easily collected by Atubolo. End-to-end stuff here. He's at final 6-7 minutes or so. Enough lift on that cross from Lars Kale. Headed away by Verlat. Kengo from distance. Not a bad effort there from the left back. It will be a corner as well. Touch on it there from Niklas Lang, the central defender. Otherwise, that might have been on target. Another corner to deal with here from Munich. Bauer, the outward swinger from this near side. Good delivery as well. Well defended. Throw in taken quickly. Laskeel going down in the box there, but going down a little too easily if you ask me. Again, that early ball out onto the left wing, looking for Boyamba. Quite the execution required that time round, though. Boyamba does continue to find himself relatively unmarked in that wide left area. Something that Munich have been trying to utilize time and time again. Very nearly led to the opening goal. Already out of play. Morgala does well to hold on to the ball. Looked like he might be caught in possession there for a moment, but it's worked out. Good reading of play there from Makengo, who continues his run forward on that left side. Kutar with the ball into Vermey. And again, doesn't quite get the contact on the ball. It was a great run forward, calling for it early as well. It's in front of the defender. And then just can't time a right-footed effort. Going for precision rather than power. Far from precise in the end. Holzhauser. Gets his pocket picked. Now wide to Troy. Play by Bauer. About a minute and a half still to go. Can't imagine there'll be too much added on. It's been relatively free-flowing so far this game. Not too much to shout about in terms of goals, but really good contest between these two sides, and an intense matchup. Another shot from distance. Again, Marco Hiller does well to get his body behind the ball. Lackenmacher. Down by Rosenfelder. Pleads his case to the referee. Certainly doesn't get the ball. Freiburg central defender. It's a silly free kick to be giving away as well. Lackenmacher with his back to goal. No real support in and around him either. Can Munich take advantage of this free kick and head down the tunnel with a 1-goal lead? Holzhauser with the cross and the goal! There is a wicked delivery from the big man. One of those where Atubolo left stuck in the mud waiting for any sort of a touch. There wasn't one. Instead, the ball then floating past him and curling into the far corner. The underdogs here have the lead in front of a home crowd as well. It's the perfect end to the half for 1860. It's Lackenmacher who tries to get a touch on it, but in doing so puts Atubolo off, who then can't react in time. He has to watch the ball curl and flow past him into the back of his own nets. Raphael Holzhauser, his 3rd goal of the season. Lackenmacher able to turn on the defender, tries to centre it for Holzhauser. Kengo does well to get back. He can only put the ball out of play for a Munich throw. They won't have enough time to take it. Well, what an end to the first 45 here in Munich. Raphael Holzhauser with a goal from a free kick out wide. Freiburg, arguably the better side, but it's Munich who have the lead. The second half just around the corner. Make sure you join us for it. only one appearances this season from Marcel Bert. Slightly underwhelming from him. But of course that will all be forgotten if he can add his name to the score sheet and help his side to what would be a massive victory over a very talented Freiburg team this season. So the ball rolling once more. No changes for Freiburg at the break. Thomas Stamm sticking with the same 11. And no real surprises there. Certainly had plenty of chances to score goals of their own. Denied by the woodwork on more than one occasion. And credit to Munich keeper Marco Hiller, who's come up with some good stops as well to keep them out. I think we can expect Freiburg to come out of the blocks guns blazing here in the second 45. However, that will perhaps create some space to work with at the back for 1860. So fingers crossed, we should have an entertaining second 45 here in the Grünwalder Stadium. Well, didn't look like there was much in that. Deichmann, a little unlucky to be penalised. Engelhardt to Atubolu. With the ball inside to Vermey. Keilinger picking up a yellow card there. Second booking of the season. Quite clearly pulling the player back there. Yellow card, I'm sure he won't mind taking on the chin. Good ball in from Bauer. No one really dealing with the danger. Floats past everyone in the box. 1860 looking to break quickly the other way. Morgala chasing the ball down, but brings down Troy in the process. Free kick taken quickly by Freiburg. Very stop-start at the beginning of the second 45. Not exactly free-flowing. Looks like Niklas Lang's got a problem here. He's being looked at by the 1860 medical team. Morgala with a problem of his own as well. He's already got that right wrist strapped up, so coming into the game with a knock. Niklas Lang seems to be the more serious situation. Niklas Lang back on his feet. Looks like he's going to be all right to continue. A bit of blood on the shirt, so according to the rules, we'll need a new shirt. So he can have taken a bit of a knock to the face. There is a bit of blood in and around that lower lip. He'll have to change his shorts as well, it would seem. Something a little bit of water can't fix. Nothing to touchline. Action underway in the meantime. Bauer. Back with Schmitz. Guta. Back to Atubolu. Still a man down here. Freiburg looking to take advantage. They need a better ball than that from Wagner, though. Already out of play. Niklas Lang. Back in the action as well. Rosenberger with an unintentional stamp on Marcel Beer right on the halfway line. It's the start to the half that 1860 will be happier with. Freiburg unable to get any real rhythm going. It's been a scrappy affair. The opening 6.5, 7 minutes. Morgala on the move, early ball. Great ball, great chance as well. And Bear with a golden opportunity. Just never really put his boot through it. Fantastic play on the wing from Morgala. Peach of a pass as well to pick out Bear at the back post. And he completely fluffs the shot though. Atubolu more than happy to make a simple save in the end. Eichmann now. Promising stuff from the home team here. Lex cuts it back. Boyamba. Just a little too late to arrive. At the moment, it's Munich who look more likely when it comes to scoring the next goal. Munich could find themselves 2-0 up at this stage already. Which is what we expected. A goal just before the break. And them plenty of confidence going into this second half. Boyamba able to turn, get his head up. Not a bad ball at all. Here's Marcel Beer, cuts it back. Holzhauser. Shot blocked. Danger not over yet, though. Lex puts one back into the middle. There's a bear trying to get there. Muscled away. Freiburg now looking to try and create something of their own. Not looking quite as composed and collected. A little shaken here by 1860. Lovely ball over the top to Makengo. Just misjudges the bounce slightly. Allowing Lex to get back and make the challenge. Jamba's layoff for Greilinger just a little short, but 1860 come away with it anyway. Bear trying to muscle his way through the middle. Rosenberger and Makengo doing just enough to put the front man off. Start to the second half has been very out of character. Freiburg look a little bit clueless when they get forward into the final third. Lacking in creativity, struggling to create any sort of clear-cut chances. Here's Makengo, stopped in his tracks. Here's Magala, sends the ball upfield, looking for Boyamba. And that run that we've seen be very effective already in this game. Too far ahead of the Munich winger that time. Looks like Freiburg will be bringing Wickloff on here. Torstein seeing enough, deciding to make some changes now. Free kick and stop in play. Give Freiburg a chance to make the change. Guta coming off. And the young Wickloff now coming on. Fresh firepower up front for the visitors from Freiburg. Does well under pressure. Magala down the line to Deichmann, tries to cut it back inside for Lex. Doesn't quite come off, and then a little too physical. Gives away the free kick. Everything going to plan so far for 1860. A little over half an hour still to go. Finds its way through to Holzhauser. Back to Marco Hiller. Best clearance there from the keeper. Toy with the first time cross, tries to go for the low one. Can't get it past Greilinger. And the Munich fans in full voice. haven't found themselves in this sort of a position too often this season. Not often enough, if you ask them. Vermey. Certainly looked like he was hammered from behind there. Keane goes down. Whistle from the referee. A battle for possession out on that far side. It's Troy with the delivery. It's too deep to find a teammate. Picked up by Bauer. And now Makengo. The ball in. Vermey just a little stuck there. In between two minds as to whether he should continue his run forward or perhaps drop off. In the end, it was neither. Makengo with the foul on Deichmann. A bit of frustration starting to come through from the Freiburg players as well. Wrong with the decision, quite clearly. Foul from Makengo. There's Boyamba. Holzhauser. A little too casual with the layoff there. Munich do still have the throw. Find themselves deep in the Freiburg half. Thomas Stamm not looking quite as calm and collected as he has on many an occasion this season. To show how competitive the Dritte Liga can be. And as always, unpredictable. Morgalla didn't know too much about that interception. The intended target. Morgalla gets away with that one. And comes away with the ball as well. Centres it, but it's a risky ball. Here's Bauer to Vermey. Just couldn't quite wrap his boot around that one. Hasn't quite been the front man's day. He's had opportunities. Well off the mark. A really good chance goes begging. Freiburg. And Lex with a chance of his own at the other end as well to get ahead of the defender. Can't guide the header towards goal. Bolu quite happily watches that one fizz past. And here's that Vermey opportunity not long ago. Straight down the middle. No real power behind it either. You could see what he was trying to do. Looking for the far corner, playing it back across the keeper. His execution just hasn't quite been up to scratch. And now Morgalla is down once more. This time seems to be a problem with his left shoulder. The medical team signalling over to the bench straight away that he's going to have to come off. So I would suggest it might be a dislocation or something similar. The player's reaction doesn't look too good either, does it? Definitely looks like a serious issue with the shoulder. Perhaps a dislocation, maybe even a collarbone. Must have landed awkwardly. And a bitter pill to swallow for the just 18-year-old defender. A really versatile player, a bright future in the game as well. That could spell the end to his season. And the reaction from him would suggest that as well. Lannert will be coming on. In the meantime, Stefan Lex seems to have slotted back into the right-back position to provide that cover. 1860 down to 10 men at the moment. Schmitz with a hopeful ball forward. And Hiller with a simple catch. Hiller will put the ball out of play so that his side can make that change. So Lannert coming on to replace the injured Leandro Mogala. Some ball forward, Viklev unable to bring it down though. Hopeful ball over the top, Marcel Baer will keep the pressure on. Matubolo asking a lot of his teammate Rosenfelder there. Sometimes a little too casual, the Freiburg keeper. As always, stays calm and cool as a cucumber. Under 21 German international, Matubolo, another player with a bright future in the game. Picking up vast experience here in the German Dritte Liga. Vermeij going in for it, clash of heads there though. Continues, Freiburg putting the ball out of play. The Munich defender is still down here. I think it might be the new man Lannert as well. Not the most welcoming of introductions to the game for the substitute. He's only been on the pitch for maybe a minute or two. Right in the thick of things straight away. Vermeij comes flying in, just catches him in the back of the head. It is a painful one to say the least. Hopefully he's all right. Regardless of the outcome, 1860 not going to come out of this encounter unscathed. Freiburg, it would seem, preparing a double change. They continue to hunt for an equaliser. Thumbs up from the medical team, so Lannert will be all right. He's going to have to leave the field of play before he can come back on, though. As much as these breaks in play and eating up the clock due to certain situations is helping 1860. They do keep finding themselves a man down. Looks like there's been a yellow card. Someone on the bench. Not sure who that was shown to. Looks like it's Kretschmer, the backup keeper for 1860. He's been given a booking here. Perhaps with a few words too many for the referee from the sideline. Vermeij as well to win the corner. Kehl and Bauer, the two players sacrificed here. Andy Horty and Maximilian Bräunig, the two players coming on, a central defender and a striker. So fresh legs at both ends. Maximilian Bräunig as well, some added height in these sort of situations. It is Bräunig who just to get his head to the ball there. Ball back into the middle, should be an easy catch for Hiller, and is. Criticism you could have of 1860 in the last 10-15 minutes or so. Oh, they have defended well, been a little too hasty sometimes on the counter. A little bit more patience might see them hold on to the ball for a little longer. They've shown that they can knock it about nicely already here this afternoon. So need to keep their eye on the prize and allow Freiburg to dominate possession, because when they do, more often than not, they will find a way through. Well and truly into the final 20 minutes now. Will have to dig deep now. It's a situation they're not too familiar with this season, having to come from behind. Battling for vital points if they do want to be crowned champions at the end of it all. Of course, no promotion for the reserve teams. So Freiburg II, Dortmund 2. Still a title to play for. Nice distribution there from Niklas Lang. Greilinger. Looking up with Boyamba. And Holzhauser hoping Greilinger will continue his run. Was actually on his way back there. With tenacity shown there from the Munich number 11. As a result, Munich will keep Freiburg pegged back deep in their own half. More than happy to apply the high press as well. Malart to Lex. Better ball needed there to pick up Marcel Bert. To Bolu, excuse me. Does well to come off his line. Nice and early, reading the danger. Plenty of possession for Freiburg, but the majority of it in and around the halfway line or just inside their own half. Deichmann's gone down here. His hands on his face, suggesting he was caught. Holzhauser then brought down. Engelhardt. Experienced play there from the big midfielder. Exactly what he was doing. Into the right hand there. I'm not sure Engelhardt was trying to catch Deichmann in the face. I think he was, if anything, trying to get that right arm up and above and away from him. Not to say it wasn't painful. Decent ball forward to Marcel Bert. Times his run well. The flag has stayed down. Flick into Verl. Looking for options. Plays it back to Lannert. Back cross in. Hauser trying to cause some problems in the box. Freiburg struggling to get the ball away here. And Marcel Baer on this right side. Good ball in. No one there to latch onto it. 40 with the clearance in the end, but it's a decent little spell this for 1860. Wagner does well. Wickler, little back heel into the path of Vermeij. The danger was still on there. Eventually, Hiller smothering the ball. What an incredibly well-timed challenge on Vincent Vermeij. It was a silky build-up play. It simply hasn't been his day. Lovely little back heel into his path, and then perhaps one touch too many. Taking a little too long to get the shot off. It was a slightly wild challenge that came in on him, but enough on the ball for me. A slightly rare opportunity in the second half for Freiburg, who created plenty in the first. Seem like they've been unable to shift it up a gear in the second. I've expected them to come out and really take the game to Munich. It just hasn't really materialized for them. Kengo does well. Brought down by Lex. Free kick to Freiburg. Less than a quarter of an hour still to go. Plenty of substitutions and stoppages though, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a good 4 or 5 minutes of change added on. Kevin Schmitz. Wagner just couldn't get the ball out from underneath his feet. Freiburg managed to hold on to it though. Oyamba. Really well. Still Freiburg on the ball. Desperately looking for a way through here. Engelhardt launches one into the Munich box. Well defended by Kreilinger. Picked up by Vermeij. Wagner with a shot from distance. It's rebounded to Bräunig, and then a vital clearance right in front of the face of goal there. Bräunig does well. He thought about a shot, instead tries to cut it back for a teammate. Wickler closest to it. Well defended against, or again should I say, by 1860. Here comes the cross. Marcel Baer back defending. Toy puts it back in and off the crossbar. Rosenbelder with a really good chance there. Does well to get in front of the defender and then sort of glances it on, hoping it'll end up in the far corner. Actually just kisses the top of the crossbar instead. Rosenfelder with Freiburg's best chance of the second half. Pressure starting to build, but is it too little too late? Only time will tell. Centering it, hoping to find Boyamba. To Bolo under pressure. It's the ball upfield. Holzhauser caught in possession. Taking too long on the ball, but then Wickler returning the favour. And giving away the free kick as well. It's been a frustrating second half for Freiburg. You have to give credit where it's due. 1860 really picked up where they left off. Finished the first half strong. Looked solid defensively, at least a little wasteful going forward with that one goal cushion. They won't care one bit if the scoreline remains the same come the final whistle. Boyamba has been one of the standout players for 1860 this afternoon. Rarely given the ball away, he's always made himself available. Some good runs forward as well down that left flank. Happy to take players on. Pretty much ticking all the boxes. Missed Boyamba in recent weeks, and you can see why. His performance here this afternoon. Rosenfelder gives the ball away cheaply. And now Bräunig stops well in his tracks unfairly. Both hands around him. Almost a bear hug there inside the centre circle. And will pick up a yellow card for his troubles. A yellow card all day long. Oh, Holzhauser, the goal scorer, will be replaced by Mont. Job done on his return to action. Not a goal you'll see him scoring every week, but one he'll be more than happy to have his name associated with, I'm sure. Philipp Fahner and Julian Stark coming on for the visitors. Attempts to try and bring something different to the final 7 or 8 minutes plus stoppage time. What will be most frustrating for Thomas Stamm, Freiburg manager, is that the changes he has made haven't really been effective. Lack of creativity seems to be running through the entire squad here this afternoon, especially in the second 45. They're not taking their chances in the first, and now being punished in the second as they struggle to really do anything with the ball. They've had plenty of it. They've enjoyed the Lions' share of possession. In terms of chance creation, it's been very disappointing. The team currently second in the table. Vermeij. He wanted a free kick. Referee waves his finger and says nope. Much to the disbelief and frustration of Vincent Vermeij. Poor pass there. Under no pressure. Schoolboy errors creeping into Freiburg's game now. Layoff by Vermey, but the front man a little lazy. Getting back into an onside position. Looks like the Lions are going to make some changes of their own. And truly into the final 5 minutes now. Still, Freiburg taking their time in getting the ball upfield. And the ball extended forward by Troy, looking for Vermey. It's Hiller. He's hardly put a foot wrong here. It's both hands on the ball once more. Over 15,000 in attendance. In 1860, send the fans home with something to cheer about. Sure, there'll be a fair few more beers sold if the scoreline remains the same. Yamba brought down. That will allow them to just eat up a little bit more of the clock. No rush in taking this, I can promise you that. Stark with a mistimed tackle there. Boyamba, Moll. Bear standing over the ball, Bear now stepping away. Telling his teammates to take their time. Bolo to get his wall right here. Looks like it's going to be Stefan Lex who steps up. Lex off the wall and out for a corner. Wasn't a poorly taken free kick that. The 1860 captain. I could have plenty of whip and bend on it, but just not quite enough height. Happy to take it short, even though the 90 are just about up. Still going to be plenty of time for Freiburg, if you ask me. I'd be surprised to see anything less than 4 minutes added on, if not 5 or 6. Boyamba does really well, and then shifts it to his right. No one there to pick up the pieces and take on what would have been a free shot on goal from the edge of the penalty area. Tubolu trots forward with the ball. Vermey, always the target. Velat there to deal with the danger. Back the other way, Boyamba puts the brakes on it. This time from Atubolo. Not too much on it. Toy was never going to get there. (1860) will make those changes now. So Belkahia first to come on, and Milos Kocic will join him as well. Verl, the first to make his way to the bench. No rush, I'm sure. Stefan Lex will come off as well. A good performance from 1860. captain, leading by example. He's not quite the youngest anymore. He's certainly still got plenty left in his tank, it would seem. And 4 minutes added on, just the bare minimum if you ask me, but 1860 won't be complaining, I'm sure. 4 minutes can be a long time in football, especially when you're defending a slender 1-0 lead. Ball into the middle. Boynik doing his best to get across the defender towards that near post, but once again Marco Hiller in his safe hands getting the job done. What's most surprising is there doesn't really seem to be that much urgency in Freiburg's play, and that's been the case for the entirety of the second half. Having conceded just before the break, you would have expected them to come out with a little bit more urgency, a little bit more passion in their play, but it's been very lackluster and almost a little too relaxed at times. Trying to squeeze one through. Defended again from 1860. 2 minutes still to go here. Thomas Stamm urging his players forward. Nothing to lose now. Towering header there. There's going to be a yellow card. Belka on the pitch for 2 minutes and straight into the book. Sami Belka here. It was a physical aerial challenge, but good enough on the ball. Now perhaps leading with that left arm. I'll take that back. So a dead ball situation now for Freiburg. Is this where they salvage something? It felt hard done by after the first half, where they were clearly the better team with the better chances. Went down the tunnel, trailing by a goal though. What do the football gods have in store for us at the death of this game? Little dink inside, header away, not once but twice. Stark tries to centre it, Boyamba with a clever little leave. And now 1860 running the ball clear and away from danger. Marcel Bert, however, perhaps just lacking any ideas when he was on the ball. Teammates with him, not sure he had his head up to see them though. Stark with the ball out wide, not wide enough. Bert boots the ball upfield. Tubolo returns the favour. 15 seconds left. Another good clearance, this time from Deichmann. And that might just about wrap things up here. And there it is, the final whistle. It's a result that won't do too much for 1860's season, but it will do a lot in terms of team building and finding their new identity. It's performances like that that they want to see more of in the future. Final score 1861, Freiburg 2. Freiburg dropping points at the top of the table after another entertaining Dritte Liga encounter. It's been a pleasure as always, and until next time, stay safe and take care.
Das ist unser Spiel.